Hey all, quick follow-up to my last Onvo videos. Today here I'm in Shenzhen still. By the way, I just crossed path with a viewer here, I think yesterday, who noticed me and was shouting out and sending and shaking hands. So that was lovely to see that somebody here on the street was recognizing me. And yeah, I have to say, from the community currently, unfortunately not that great vibes in the YouTube comment section, on my X posts, on even in the Patreon community. It's largely negative. So I would say I haven't seen the sentiment as bad as right now in maybe ever. Doesn't matter if it comes to Chinese stocks or NIO in particular. It's really all very, very bad, and that's in a context, or maybe because of, you see other stocks like Tesla mooning currently. And yeah, I want to give you a couple of thoughts on that, but before I talk about Tesla a little bit and how that compares to NIO and the whole valuation thing, maybe on this Onvo store experience. So I did another check-in here in Shenzhen on my Onvo experience. I went to another shop. That one was actually much larger, to be honest. Similarly, again, looking like a Tesla store in a sense. It did have more cars on display, so more color options also were to be seen. I did like the store, to be honest. It even had a slight sign up there which also has a price tag on it, but not in the way that I've suggested last time, that they make it something that's catching the attention of somebody who's passing by. Not in this regard, but the second check on the store has shown that the stores, they might be a little bit different from each other, and at least they did put some more information up there which might be luring in people and might be getting attention. But still, my last video still is holding true with what I wanted to say. And maybe now coming back also to this whole sentiment thing, because when I'm trying to speak on where NIO or Onvo could improve, that's usually meant as constructive criticism. I didn't want to suggest that I think that NIO or Onvo is having a demand issue. In fact, I'm still, even today, in the expectation that they will manage to get to their minimum guidance, and I don't think that Onvo is having a problem with orders. No, I was talking about really how I think this brand could grow big. Okay, that's a big difference. I was just making suggestions of where I think Onvo, in my perception, is standing against competition, and that's something that I can only see when I'm on the ground, like now in China, when I see the cars, when I see how the others are selling. And the others really do sell a lot more through gamification, through price discounts, through certain lotteries and that sort of stuff, which is grabbing attention. But I must still say, on the product side and the whole, how the store and so on is built up, I do think that NIO and Onvo are doing the right things. That's, again, my perception right now, coming here to China and checking it out more and more and benchmarking against the competition. But I'm still having some suggestions that I think should be hopefully taken well by NIO management also, if they see it. And that's where I want to be different than some of the criticism and comments that I currently see, which are just negative and saying like, oh, NIO management is crap. No, NIO management is not crap. They just have lots on their plate, and I think they're doing the long-term right decisions, but it's just taking some time. And I still have, of course, question marks that are coming up from time to time, especially when share price is down, when it's underperforming, when it's depressed. And I think that's what everybody else also is having. But I'm not for blatant blaming, finger pointing and that sort of thing. Please don't get me wrong here in my comment section, that this is not the intention of my videos, and I really don't appreciate those comments that are just coming here, maybe not even interested or invested in the stock, not doing due diligence like us, but just pointing fingers and spreading fear, uncertainty and doubt. And I think that doesn't make a lot of sense, because what also is not 100% certain is that you can blame fundamentals, or on a good side, say that some fundamentals always support a current rally or stock run. And the best example now here, I think, in my opinion, is Tesla. I have to say, I'm invested in Tesla, okay? And so I'm very much benefiting from Tesla rising currently, no matter what. But I haven't seen this rally coming, to be honest. And I think the fundamentals are not that great for Tesla right now. Here in China, it's the only growing market for Tesla. EU is down, US is down, and even in China, they are growing below the average here of the industry. So I couldn't say that, you know, the fundamentals of Tesla are so much better that it's justifying that this is now enjoying this huge price increase and valuation increase. There are other things going on. I think lots has to do with that investors are realizing that the Biden administration has been super hawkish on Tesla, not supportive at all, and actually even harming Tesla a lot. And I think investors are about to realize the same thing for China. While people are very positive about, the other way around, they're very negative on Trump in China. I always said the other thing. I think Trump will actually be a positive for China. We now see new comments around Trump speaking positively of Xi Jinping, and
because China and the United States can together solve all of the problems of the world,
and that he wants to fix the world together with China, stuff like that. Of course, we need to have some more real measures going the right way between the US and China, that we can say that Trump really is good for China in the end. But I think that will be the case. Now, again, it's hard to time when the fundamentals and the macros and everything will align for a stock appreciation, for example, for Chinese stocks, for NIO and so on, but also in the case for Tesla. And that's why I think the main thing is to be informed, to know what you're owning, to stick with a stock if you appreciate it, and if you are, still appreciating the vision, if you are thinking that the company is heading towards the long-term goal. And if not, then I cannot help you to put a trigger. You need to be responsible for your own investments. But what I can say, and I'm hoping that this is helping people out there who have not the chance to go here and participate in NIO Day, for example, or participate and look firsthand what the cars are doing here on the ground. I still think, for example, comparing a NIO to an Xpeng or a Zeekr, from what I've seen again here on the ground, I think the product is really good. I think largely the branding is on point. I think largely the store, the way they are doing this is okay. However, what I think they have still lots of room if they want to scale it big. I think they will get there, but it needs some improvements. And let me just say one thing about these Tesla gains, which of course I'm taking, but I would say that if I had to invest new money today in the market, where would I go? Well, the market is so much skewed against the Chinese stock market and against Chinese stocks, and so uber long the United States and US stocks, that I would certainly always pick the contrarian move. And here I see much more upside potential. I wouldn't put my money in a Tesla at 1.5 trillion market cap as of today, with not growing revenues, not growing margins, and so on. It's not what I would do. I've certainly invested in it for the long vision, but I would see the opportunity elsewhere now. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. See you in my next videos.